would help if I added myself. Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Amy of AJC Magic TV. I do welcome you in today. Happy holidays to everyone. I know right now I told Tina just go ahead and um, continue on with your stream, but I do welcome anyone who has come into the chat. Welcome in Gilbert of Dane Star TV. Welcome in Garrett of Monarch Moments. Welcome in He's Magic Meg. Thank you for joining. I'm going to show some Christmas pins that I gotten and received in the mail. And then I also wanted to share, I got all the McDonald's toys. Welcome in, Rob Fuzz. Thank you for joining. Yes, and happy holidays. Merry Christmas. So, yes, I'm doing well. Thank you. And I hope you guys all are doing well also. Um, I got some pins in the mail. A lot of them are the resort ones. I'm hoping to get some of the other resorts. I'll have to contact some people that are down there now or that are there and get them, and then I could just add them to my collection when I do see them. So I'll go ahead and start. But I do welcome in everyone, and I do thank you for joining. Um, so let's get started. But the first one is it is the Thanksgiving Day pin. I'll take it out of the plastic so it shows up a little bit better. Thank you, Meg. But it is the Happy Thanksgiving 2020 pin. I was able to get Chip and Dale on it and the Mickey Pumpkin. So that was a limited edition of the Thanksgiving 2020 pin. Yes, go Steelers. Hopefully they're still winning. Haven't really checked lately. But the last I saw there was like 12 or something. So that was the Thanksgiving Day pin. The rest of them are holiday pins. I have to go through a lot of them because I do have a lot of things. Welcome in. Thank you, James Ryan. A friend of mine I was able to connect up with, got it for me at the warehouse, Character Warehouse. I really wanted to get that. Yeah, I didn't either. And then I seen Donna had some older ones, and then I follow a couple people that do pins, and they've had them different ones. But yes, I follow a lot of Donna's pins, and it really makes you want to get some. See, that's a lot. These ones are from the resorts in California out of Disneyland. The first one is the Paradise Pier, and it features Donald Duck. And it's a happy holidays one with the characters. I know right now at Disney World, there's two types. There's this type, and then they have ones that have the gingerbread houses that kind of featured at each of the resorts. But that is, yes, I like your hat there, Rob. Thank you. But but yes, these are the Disneyland resorts. This one is the Pacific Pier. It features Donald Duck. So I was able to get that. So I have all three of the resorts from Disneyland. I know at Disney World they have like an ornament style one that they call the gingerbread series, and then they have the series like this. I usually like to just do these ones. I've seen the gingerbread series ones. They seem a little bit heavier, but more ornament type of ones there. Welcome in, James Ryan. And then this is for the Grand Californian Resort, and it features Pluto. And it's a limited edition 2020 Christmas pin. Yes, I'm not responsible either for any addictions. Yeah, I'm to the point now where I wish I could find one of my older lanyards when I first started pin trading where they had the lanyard sets and then went around. But a lot of times the pins that I would get were things that meant a little bit more to me. So I did some trading with like the lanyard pins because they had doubles. And then I bought some type of traders. But then after a while, I just started collecting ones that I really want. They're more the limited edition or maybe one of the resorts that I stay at or a favorite ride. Welcome in, Stacy Herder. Thank you for joining. This one is the Disneyland Hotel, and it features Mickey Mouse. So I'm guessing because this is the oldest, he gets to be on the Disneyland Hotel, and it's a 2020 pin. So I pretty much collect more of the events and holiday stuff. If I'm there for Halloween and go to the Halloween party, I collect that. And everything. Or food and wine if I'm down there, flower and garden, or try to pick them up from different things. Or special movies. I know they put out a lot. But then at Disney World, they actually have all of them. This one is the All-Star Sports Resort. And this one features the 101 Dalmatians. So I have about half of the resorts. I have the list of the ones I have and a list that I'm still looking for the other half of them. And I've been asking around for different people to check that out. But a lot of times, I know last year when I bought the resort Christmas pins, I just bought the ones that I stayed at those particular resorts and picked them up. And then like the Riviera opened whenever I was down there. So I went and got one just to have, since that was the first year it opened. Welcome in, what, Mike Wheeler. This one is the Boardwalk Resort. Yes, I do know what you mean there, James Ryan, about the scrappers. Welcome in, Danny Gridswell Family Vacay. But these ones, I believe, are legitimate because I actually got them from friends who have been in Disney World. So unless for some reason they got out on the shelves. But this one is the Boardwalk Resort. Welcome in, Neville. And probably good morning to you or good afternoon since you're on the other side down under. And then this one, I'm not sure how they decided on the princesses, but for the Grand Floridian, they chose Aurora, Sleeping Beauty for the Grand Floridian. I don't have it yet, but the Contemporary Resort features Cinderella, and I'm guessing because she had a gingerbread castle over at the Contemporary Resort. So that'll be okay, Mike. That's probably why she got chosen for the Grand Floridian. But this is Sleeping Beauty's Aurora for the Grand Floridian Resort. Yeah, I gotta go through and get these all like into. I have a bag and stuff and get all my pins organized and stuff. Welcome in, Shannon Evans, Jess Evans. Thank you for joining. And if you guys, I know it is much appreciated. I don't usually like to ask about it, but if you can hit that thumbs up button, it does help the stream. If you are enjoying the pin stream, if you're not, hey, if you want to hit the thumbs down, that's fine. Either way, it gives me interaction, and YouTube will see that. So, but hit that thumbs up button would be much appreciated. Ariel is at the Beach Club Resort. So there's the Beach Club, and she used to have a restaurant at the Beach Club when it first opened. Now it's used more for events, or I know that they had used it as overflow, or while they were doing Beaches and Cream, they had used it a little bit. But Ariel is at the Beach Club, so there is that. Hello, Jessica Evans. And Princess Tiana represents the Port Orleans Resort. I didn't see that they had one for actual Riverside, so she's representing the Port Orleans Resorts. But that's Princess Tiana. And then next up is the Wilderness Lodge, and that is Humphrey Bear. And last year he actually had a gingerbread house, and he was featured on the gingerbread house at the Wilderness Lodge. But that's Humphrey Bear. Yes, they are. Thank you, Stacy. They are very nice. Like I said, I got about half of the resorts. I need a few more that I didn't get, but these are all the ones I got so far. Thank you, James. And then they did come out with the ones that have the gingerbread houses on there. But I'm not going to collect those. There's just too many of them. Oops. And then, so that was all the ones I have of the resorts. And I do have the Coronado Springs Resort. And that is one of the three Caballeros, Panchito, I believe. And he's representing the Coronado Springs Resort. And each resort that's out there, they do have different characters. I know like Goofy is on, I believe he's on like the Fort Wilderness one. Mickey is at the Yacht Club. Cinderella is at the Contemporary Resort. There's the Riviera. I think that's Mickey and Minnie on there. I know I need the Caribbean Beach Resort, and then Saratoga Springs, and then the Animal Kingdom Lodge. I should have grabbed my list. But that's all the resort pins that I have there. And like I said, I got about half of them, half of the resorts and everything. They're always fun to collect, and I'll get them all together once I get everything together. I have a lot of different pins right now and different bags and everything. Yes, they did. They do, Stacy. They're kind of like a round, like little ornament, and then you open it up, and it features each of the gingerbread houses. I know, like the contemporary one showed the fairy godmother and I think Cinderella standing in front of what they had as a gingerbread house at the contemporary last year or before. I'm not sure if it's all the resorts or just the resorts that featured the gingerbread houses, but they're more like a locket type of pin, I believe, and you open it up, and they look like little kind of ornamenty type of thing. I don't have a picture of it, or I would show you, but yes, they were doing gingerbread house pins even though they didn't have really gingerbread houses. Now, trying to think, I think it might have been one of Donna's videos, or no, it was This Our Dreams. They're actually selling a gingerbread kit of the Contemporary Resort, but then they were just at the beach club and they had a gingerbread kit of the carousel that they usually make at the beach club that people can buy and make or bring home and make as a family when you get home. But they had the contemporary and then they had a carousel one. It was This Our Dreams that actually showed that on there. And then I know you guys were looking for if they were selling the shingles like separately, which I'm surprised they didn't. But I was watching, I believe, Paging Mr. Morrow, and they had gingerbread cookies that were decorated in a way like how the shingles were made before. And I know you guys were looking for the shingles, but they had like a gingerbread man cookie that was like iced in different colors or whatever, kind of like the shingles. And I know you guys were looking for them, but didn't have any luck with that. And then another one pin that I had picked up, it is a 80th anniversary limited edition of Fantasia. And if you open up the Mickey, it kind of is like stained glass type of thing. Now, I do have some other Christmas pins, but I didn't grab them all just because I like I said, I have them all over the place because they come at different times and I actually have to get good through a lot of the packages and, I'll look at them and put them together and stuff, but I just have everything everywhere. Welcome in. It's Joey's World. Welcome back. Sorry about that. But that is all the pins that I will be showing just because I don't have them all out of the boxes and different things. Sorry about that. And the other thing that I received, and luckily having a friend connections, I know people are going nuts trying to find all the different train pieces for the McDonald's Happy Meal toys. Unfortunately, here in Pennsylvania, and I don't know if it's like all over Pennsylvania, but in my county in Pennsylvania, over by Pittsburgh, you cannot go inside the fast food restaurants. A lot of the fast food restaurants are not letting you inside. So trying to get these would have been kind of hard to ask or call or whatever, because I would have had to call and try to talk to somebody and then make arrangements if they had them all. Excuse me. Sorry about that. The kind of the dust from the bag. So luckily, Sean and Mickey Sightings was able to get them all for me and then send them out. So that way it kind of saved me a chance to either buying a ton of Happy Meals or asking at the drive-thru while I buy something. And it's hard at the drive-thrus because our drive-thrus are lined up. And So I was able to get all of them through Sean of Mickey Sighting, so I do thank him. And I don't have the Goofy train, but up here with all of these, because I left that downstairs and I didn't realize it till it was too late. Hello, Francisco. Thank you and welcome in. But when you put them all together, once you get them, and it makes a train with Goofy and the head train for the Runaway Railroad. This one is, I believe, Mission Space with Daisy Duck. I haven't taken them out of the package yet. I will eventually, but at this point, I'm not going to. So hopefully, you can see what's inside. And I know I've seen others collecting these or getting them. And a lot of times, our McDonald's, if I was able to go inside, I would have been probably able to ask easier to someone if they had other ones to buy. This is the Mickey and Minnie Mouse in the car from the Runaway Railway ride. So that's Mickey and Minnie there. They're part of the train. So it's pretty cool to have them all because a lot of times I don't get them all. I did get all the last year the RV for the Toy Stories. And this is the Tower of Terror with Mickey Mouse on the Tower of Terror and everything. So, and these are before they got recalled because they do have the tickets in there, but I guess that's no longer able to do that. And then this is Peter Pan's Flight, it looks like. Or, I'm sorry, Pirates of the Caribbean. Kind of looks like both, either the Peter Pan ship or Pirates of the Caribbean, but I believe it's the Pirates of the Caribbean there. And then we have the Donald Duck teacups. I don't know, he looks like he's kind of sick on there, hanging over the side of the teacup, but that's Donald Duck on the teacups. And I'm guessing it kind of spins around. Yeah, it does. So he's kind of hanging on there. And then this is Goofy on Expedition Everest. So there is Goofy on Expedition Everest. And then I'm guessing this is Astro Orbiter. Mickey Mouse on Astro Orbiter, I'm guessing. Doesn't really say on the package, but he's in a rocket ship. And two more to go. And this is the dinosaur ride with him in the dinosaur vehicle. And the last one is the Jungle Cruise with Pluto as the skipper on the Jungle Cruise. So that's pretty cool. So, but that's, and then I have the Goofy on the train, which he's the beginning of the train set. So I'm going to get that all set up and put it on display somewhere once I get it all together. Just everything's happening at once, getting ready for the holidays and just different things, and have Legos everywhere and pins and everything like that. So, so that's pretty much it on all of that. We can play some trivia if you like. I do have some Disney trivia cards. And the other thing we could do too is a this and that for the holiday season. So maybe that's what we'll do. I'll pull that up. but it is a this or that holiday. A little bit of a holiday version for everyone. Welcome in, Lori Jean Carlson. Thank you for joining. That's kind of a holiday version. So it's a this or that. So peppermint or pumpkin. Do you prefer peppermint or pumpkin flavors? Usually for Christmas for me, I enjoy the peppermint bark and a lot of the peppermint flavors, hot chocolate, peppermint hot chocolate. I know I do Starbucks. I don't drink coffee, but I do the frappuccinos that have the chocolate peppermint or the white chocolate peppermint frappuccinos or the peppermint hot chocolates. So, and I love like I said, the peppermint bark or Dove's has like little hearts with the peppermint on the bottom. For me, pumpkin's more like Halloweenish, Thanksgiving, but for the Christmas holiday, for me, peppermint is the flavoring that I enjoy. Not sure what others enjoy, but Laura Jean Carlson says peppermint. And we'll go on to the next one. Do you enjoy a white elephant or a secret Santa? A white elephant or secret Santa? Me personally, I enjoy the secret Santa more than the white elephant. I mean, it is. I've done both. Um, at my work, usually we would do a secret Santa, and then for fun, we would do a white elephant. I usually participated, and then with a group of young adults in my church, we do the white elephant. The white elephant. Welcome in, Frankie of Just Another Disney. The white elephant, Stacy, is a lot of times you take something from your home that maybe that you got, or an item that you have in your house and maybe you haven't used, or like a lot of times I usually will get like lunch totes or maybe like a silly gift type of item, and then you wrap it up and take it to the party that you're going to. And usually they'll say if it's a white elephant thing, and then you are kind of regifting that type of item. Or I know sometimes throughout the year, I know I go with the young adults from my church, and we do a white elephant party. And I'll kind of look throughout the year of certain things that would be fun to have at that white elephant party rather than something in my house. But I've seen it where somebody had like they bought blinds for a window, but they were too small. They wrapped up the blinds, and and then you opened it or whatever. I've seen people get barbecue sets and just funny different things. Others have bought things like after Christmas sale and gotten nice decorations. I know I've gotten some nice Christmas decorations that I was eyeing at the Rite Aid or the Walgreens or something and didn't get because I forgot about it, like a little lantern for Christmas or something. So something like that. Yeah, for me, the Secret Santa's fun. A lot of times I'll leave little clues and different things like that. But yeah, I've done both. I'm not too keen on the white elephant as much as the Secret Santa for me. Do you like eating cookies or baking cookies? Eating cookies or baking cookies? For me, unfortunately, it is the eating of cookies. I was on T. Marie's place. Her and Tracy Glenn and Kenzie Days and Shelly were making Christmas treats, baking, and welcome in Texas. Thank you. Nice to see you. Welcome in Rhonda Lee. DWG Rhonda Lee, thank you for joining. um, I said I would come on and talk about like my favorite cookies or treats or recipes. Unfortunately for me, we never as a family did holiday baking or whatever because I'm not blaming that my parents both had to work, but that was where that had happened. A lot of times we would make the pre cutouts of sugar cookies or chocolate chips. And we had a lot of friends who sold and made cookies. So that's where a lot of our cookies came from. So for me, it was eating cookies. My favorite is I think they're Russian cookies or Eastern European cookies, but they fold over with the apricot in the middle. I can't think of the name, but I know if I seen the label and everything, I think it starts with a K. But yeah, that's true Texas take. Baking. I don't mind helping somebody if they're baking or whatever, but I'm more the eating person, and and no, unfortunately, my idea is just taking the pre-made dough and just putting it on the cookie tray and stuff. So, in that sense. Okay, thanks to both of you. I am not scrambling for my Chips Ahoy and some milk. Sorry, James. Yeah, the warm cookies are good. Yes, Stacy. I know Pepperidge Farm puts out a real thin chocolate chip cookie. It tastes just like if you made it yourself. I could go through that whole bag. Yes, Mike Wheeler, it is the apricot kolache, and they'll put nut filling or raspberry also. I've seen that. Thank you, Mike. And they are Hungarian and they are good, yes. The next one is coffee or hot chocolate. I have cookies, cooked cookies, stuffed on cookie dough. I ate the chocolate chip cookie dough, but now I do not. We did the cookie stroll in Epcot. We were all cookied out by number 5. Yes, Stacy. Last year, I did the cookie stroll with my niece, and after a while, we both bought the cookies, and um, we did try to eat as much as we could of them, but some were okay. There was ones that we really liked, and like you said, by the time you got to the 6th one, so we kind of held off a little bit. And then we went and got our free. Last year they gave free milk and cookie and a milk with it. So I don't know what they did this year, if it's just a cookie or not, but it was a good cookie. And then I had tons of cookies from the Christmas party. For me, I'm a hot chocolate person. Unfortunately, I'm not a coffee drinker. So, welcome in, Karki. Thank you for joining. But I do know a lot of people love their coffee. I love the smell of coffee, but I do not like the taste of it. So, I go more for the hot chocolate. So, let's see. Danny has said frozen hot chocolate. I saw that Rhonda said coffee. Stacy said coffee, but she likes both. Welcome in, Brittany Mogan. Thank you for joining. Car Key said coffee. I'm sure there are a lot of different people about the coffee. So, yes, I did see that, Danny, that they had a good frozen hot chocolate. Hello, Timothy Rainwaters. Welcome back home if you are home. Neville says coffee, but I do love hot chocolate. The next one is eggnog or apple cider. Eggnog or apple cider. For me, during the holiday season, it's eggnog. In fact, I had it even before Thanksgiving when I saw it in the store. But for me, I love eggnog. The The apple cider is good, but I like that more in the fall. So for me, it's eggnog. Yeah, those cookie jars look really cute, Danny. And I think that's what Mike was talking about, the cookie jars there. And Neville saying eggnog. You ate the cookies, so you didn't eat one. But yes, I like the eggnog. I know at the one of the booths at the holiday of the festivals of the holiday, it was the Lysimka, which celebrates kind of the Hanukkah area. They had the black and white cookie, but they had a egg cream beverage that I really liked. It was interesting tasting it and everything. I had gotten it last year a couple times, but it was like an egg cream soda or something like that. But that was really pretty tasty. Okay, next up. And I'm also trying to watch my time. Gingerbread house or Christmas lights? Gingerbread houses or Christmas lights? Um, that's kind of a tough one for me. I really love going and seeing the Christmas lights and everything like that. One of the traditions, but this year, in fact, last year we didn't have it either, but um, we built gingerbread houses at an Advent church event. Um, One of my good friends, her and her husband used to make all the icing for everyone and stuff like that. And but we would take graham crackers and milk cartons and make homemade gingerbread houses that way. I know you can buy the kits in the store. I thought about getting one and maybe doing it on stream sometime. So I've been kind of looking around for something smaller to do that. But I enjoy the Christmas lights. Our house isn't like overly done this year, but we do have some lights out because we had a lot that burned out last year, and we're trying to. I thought I had some boxes of them, but I have to look around the garage a little more to see about the Christmas lights. So, but the Christmas lights there. Do you like Black Friday or Cyber Monday? Black Friday or Cyber Monday? For me, I always enjoyed the Black Friday. I mean, when it was actually on Fridays, you get up early. It's all about the hunt for me, or that's how I like started because a lot of times I didn't start work till later in the day. I have relatives that had younger children that wanted like the hot little item, like when Tickle Me Elmo came out, or those I can't think of them, the Furbies and all that stuff that were looking for things like that. And I'd be willing to get up and get in line and go get one or two or whatever. And then I know for myself as I got older, when the Nintendo Switch came out and the PS4 came out, um, kind of go stand in line now that the store, and then the stores would open on Thanksgiving. And it was more about the hunt for me. I know nowadays a lot of people, hey, I'd rather just order online. And this year, kind of, I did a lot of online ordering because that's where they were offering a lot of the video game equipment and games and stuff. So I did a lot of online shopping this year than I would have in the past. So, but I could understand why a lot of people like the Cyber Monday. And you can find some good deals even on the gift cards and different things. So, yeah, I prefer Giving Tuesday. Yes. Welcome out, Out with Melly Mel. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I wish. Make sure you watch the beginning because I had a lot of the resort pins that I was showing earlier in my stream. I know you guys like pins also. I'll be one of these days pull out more of the pins and get them organized for showing to different people. But at the beginning, I talked about a lot of the pins there. But welcome in. I'm on the hunt for Red October. Okay, the next one, The Grinch or Elf. The Grinch or Elf. ELF. For me, it's The Grinch. Just because I love the original cartoon version of Grinch. The Jim Carrey one was good for what it was, being a live action movie. Then also going and meeting the Grinch at Universal Studios. I got the bell pin from the resort as a present from my bestie. Yeah, that one, that looked pretty good, the bell pin. I don't have that one yet. But the Grinch to me, the cartoon version Grinch, although even the costume version, he still kind of looks like the Grinch himself. But that was the one thing, especially at Universal Studios. We were there a couple at Christmas time, and he goes out and meets people in a Santa hat, and they did Grinchmas and everything. So, and then just looking at the different merchandise and T-shirts. But the Grinch has always been my favorite. I mean, I like the movie Elf, but the Grinch is always my favorite. Warm weather or cold weather? Warm weather or cold weather? That's a tough choice because I live in both conditions. I mean, there's times that I enjoy the cold weather, but it's more the cold weather with the snow on the ground. And um, I am a skier. I haven't been out skiing in a while, in a few years since I fractured my ankle and stuff. I haven't really gotten back out there, but I love snow tubing and some winter activities type of things. But yes, I could take and leave the cold weather for the warm weather most of the time. The original Grinch, I was just talking to my husband about this the other day. The original is the best. It tells the story in half. Yes, there's no need to drag it out. Yeah. But I do like the winter sports. So it's kind of a toss up there for me. Although, hey, if you told me right now that I could pick up and move to Florida and work and live in Florida, I'd probably do it. So, and I know they're getting a little bit of a cold spell, but it's not like a winter up north with the ice and snow and stuff. And we've gotten snow Tuesday morning, Monday evening into Tuesday, and then into a little bit of today. But then when the sun was shining and everything, it kind of melted it off the roads and stuff like that. So, but that's good. Okay, Stacy, have a great evening. We will see you at your show at 7 p.m. And don't forget to check out the Disney Nerd Herders at 7 p.m. I believe they're going on. I wasn't sure because I didn't know if I would see, but I'm guessing that they are going on at 7 p.m. So check out the Disney Nerd Herders. I know Pete McDevitt is on talking with a creator, Jen A. So if you have other devices, it's great to check out a lot of the other streams. At 8 p.m., I know D&G Explorers goes on. Then I know 9 p.m. Monarch Moments, and of course this and that. And I believe Griswold Family Vacay usually has a show, trivia show, but I'm not sure if they are going live today or not. So, but check out all of that. I do thank Dean of the Live Place for hosting my channel. He is Dreamer's Empire. Sometimes in the chat, sometimes he's the Live Place. And there is the liveplace.com where you can find all kinds of different creators and see when they're actually on and scheduled to have a show. So check that out. Let's move on here. Garlands or mistletoe? Garlands or mistletoe? um, yeah, I'm not too. I guess it doesn't really matter for me. I think the garlands really enhance your Christmas decorations and stuff like that. I don't really have a significant other or a part, anything like that. So for me, the mistletoe doesn't really mean too much for me. But I know if you're a couple or whatever a couple, then it probably means a little more. But garland to me kind of enhances. Okay, Neville W, thank you and have a great day there. I do appreciate that you had stopped in. Thank you, James, for posting all those links. Ugly sweaters or dressing fancy? Ugly sweaters or dressing fancy? For me, probably dressing up is a little more for me. That would be more Christmas Eve type of thing, or when we would have our Christmas cantata. It was always nice to be a little dressier for that, and or going to the holiday pops and stuff like that. I never really got into the ugly sweaters, though I've been invited to ugly sweater parties and different things like that. But dressing fancy for me is the thing to get out and dress up and everything like that. Artificial tree or real tree? Artificial tree or real tree? In my household, we always did a real tree. Um, we would either go out to the farms and get one at the lots, or we would go around to the various tree lots and see what type of trees are out there. We always had a couple favorites, and then as the years changed, they got a little fewer and fewer. And we tried to support some of the smaller businesses that sold trees, but then sometimes you couldn't help with the prices that you had to go with the big box places. But and sometimes we would help different organizations, so it just depended on the prices and everything like that. So I love the real trees, but artificial trees are more practical. Yes, Melly Mel. Agree, Gilbert, that real trees, but they can be messy. Especially we used to keep our tree up fairly long into January. Now we pretty much take it down after the Three Kings Sunday. We usually kept it through the Orthodox Sunday because my father's family has celebrated the Orthodox Christmas, and then we would kind of kept it up for a while as a family of trying to get it to go. But by the time it would be picked up, you're pretty much vacuuming up a lot of pine needles and different things, or we would try to put a bag around it. Always had artificial, but would like a real one. Yes. Now we're kind of looking into possible just getting like a pre-lit type of artificial tree and having, just because my parents are a little bit older and it's just something easier to get up. So, and that was pretty much the this and that for the holidays. So it's been fun reading your answers and talking about all of that stuff. I'll do a little housekeeping. I know I'm doing Vlogmas. I will be dropping a Vlogmas video every day, hopefully through December 24th, counting down to Christmas. And real tree, usually cut it myself. Yes, I have a lot of friends that's a great family event for them, and they go and cut them down. We used to do that as a kid. And as my parents got a little bit older, we just decided we would just go and do the tree lot ones. But it is fun to do the um, going and cutting down the trees. I was surprised how many families that I know do that, or because they were looking for places, and I would help suggest some places that I had seen or gone to before in our area. So, but that's always a fun event, especially if you make it a family affair. And sometimes some of those farms, I know here, some of them do kind of little events for the whole family and everything. So that's really fun. Um, so going back to my channel, I'm doing Vlogmas. So check out the videos. I've been dropping them before I go to work. I know it's earlier in the morning, so hopefully you can catch them. If not, check out my channel, and they should be on there. Um, and I'm actually doing an advent calendar, the Harry Potter Lego. Every day you build a different type of Lego. And then I also have a Mickey Mouse chocolate advent calendar, which usually you can get the. Thank you, Brittany. With the chocolate ones, you can find those mostly anywhere. And they're fun for the kids to count down. I know when I was a younger kid, a friend of my mom's made like this long ribbon and tied candies on there for us to untie the candy. And then each year you could put new candy up for your kids that would have been like Tootsie Rolls or hard candy or something that your kids could eat. We were a little bit older, but these other advent calendars, some have chocolate. I've seen socks. Some have little toys. They go in various prices. I know the Mickey Mouse one I found at the Dollar Tree type of thing. So it's kind of fun just to get a piece of chocolate every day. It's not the best chocolate, but it's still some type of treat and fun to count down for the kids. I know yesterday, Jim of More Sunshine, please, they were talking about it, and somebody asked why are the numbers kind of mixed up. And I think it's just fun as a game, is why they did that for the kids. Because if you're buying it, a lot of time you're buying it for the kids, and they do that with the Harry Potter one also. But you have to help find the number. The only thing with me doing the Harry Potter advent calendar, and probably my only complaint is I wish they would have put in some type of description of each item, because I have seen all the Harry Potter movies, but I'm having trouble figuring out what some of the pieces that we made, where that's from in the movies or from in the books or whatever. The more obvious ones are the characters, like I know Ron and Harry, but then there's like another character. I think it might be Lestrange, might be it. I'm gonna have to Google the Lego Harry Potter calendar to see what the pieces are, because I have some that look like a little like garden area and things like that, so I could put in a little more of a description of what each piece is. But I've been trying to show the piece after we build it. And I know Lego has they had the Harry Potter one, there was a Star Wars one. I chose the Harry Potter one just because I did the Star Wars one last year, and not that it's the same, because it is different different things, it seems like, every year. But then they also have one for their regular city or creator set, which is more just like the normal Lego characters or cars or pieces, like small pieces that you build together. So you can always check that out. They usually, I've seen them at Target. I got that mine at the Lego store, but the Lego store, I've seen them at Target. I think Walmart might have had them, but I'm not too sure. And I know the Disney store had the Star Wars one. Okay, Garrett, have a great evening. We will see you this evening at 9 p.m. Welcome in, Shelly Starwalker. Hope your cupcakes turned out well. I do appreciate that. But I'm doing Vlogmas, so check out that videos. And I've done some few surprise videos of showing the Christmas lights. I went with my family over the Thanksgiving week, and we went to one of the drive-through Christmas light displays. There's a couple other ones we want to go try, and I also want to try to get into downtown Pittsburgh and see what other things that I can at least show what we do here around the holidays. I would love. I wish I could be down at Disney World, but it's just not feasible with all the different travel restrictions from the state of Pennsylvania that I would have to follow. So um, I'm super jealous of all the different people that have gone down. And I sit there and think I should just say, the heck with it, I'll just go ahead and comply and do what I need to do and go. But I also want to be careful. So, yes, get them the 1.2K. They are 4 away. Okay, Mike. Yes, we know that. So at 7 p.m. is the Disney Nerd Herders with their. They're probably going to be talking about their Disney trip and talking about all the different stuff that they had experienced there. And then I know Pete McDevitt has Gen A on his Chillin' with Pete McDevitt. That usually goes on at the same time, but hopefully you have some other devices so you can support more than one channel in the evening. I know sometimes I try to have two different devices and follow different people. At 8 p.m., I know D&G Explorers. I'm not sure if anybody else has anything at 8 p.m. And then at 9 p.m., we have Monarch Moments. And of course, the This and That Crew. And then I believe Griswold Family Vacay usually goes on about 10 p.m. unless he's moved it up or changed times. So that's pretty much it for me. I do thank everyone for joining. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment down below and let me know what pins you might have liked, or if you collect pins or anything like that. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. That does help out the channel and is much appreciated. If you didn't like the show or like the pins or anything like that, I'm okay with you hitting the thumbs down. It helps the channel either way if you hit thumbs down or thumbs up, because it's interaction with my channel. So just if you consider subscribing, make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure it's solid so you know when I go live, in case I do some surprise live streams. And I wish everyone a great night, and have a great night. I will see you all in the chats. Okay, Mike. Yeah, I wasn't sure if he's on at 8 or earlier. I know Wednesdays he does usually a later night trivia also, but I know he got back from vacation and stuff. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Shelly. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had seen it on one of the Character Warehouse videos, and I was like, and I remember from last Christmas being at Disney, like, oh, I want that hat. I want that hat. Should I get it? I decided not to get it. Then I saw it in the Warehouse videos, and I had asked somebody about it, and they were able to get me one. And so it's pretty neat. So I'll probably have that on most of the holiday season. So I do thank everyone. Have a great night, and I will see you in the chats, and let the adventures begin. Bye, everyone, and thank you for joining. Have a great night.